I'd like to present the International Ice Charting Working Group, and it was funded in 1999 to promote cooperation between ice services mainly in the Northern Hemisphere, but it has recently extended its efforts to the Southern Hemisphere. And only a week ago there was a meeting in Chile, in Punta Arenas, and so the focus has been to that region as well. There are annual meetings and sub or smaller meetings as well, but the group, even if it's focusing on increasing navigational safety due to both sea ice and icebergs, there's a very deep understanding of the necessity to combine research and monitoring. So there are two standing committees, one on data, information and customer support, and another on applied science and research. Now, the focus is very much through remote sensing, because that's a technology that will allow you to have immediate or almost immediate overview over the conditions. And but studying sea ice in that way has some challenges, because obviously it's a dark and cloudy region at times, and also there's a very high demand on getting data immediately to the users. And so one of the solutions is obviously to use radar images, which are independent on cloud cover and light. But sea ice remote sensing is very much using all available imagery. So it's been very encouraging to hear all the plans in the future on new satellites being set up and great enhancement in that region. One other factor is that there's a very high demand on both sides of collaboration between end users and also data providers. And so these annual meetings are very have the same essence as Arctic Circle, where you have this forum of very different groups using different technologies and methods to try to increase safety. And one of the things that has been set up is so-called ICE Logistic Portal. So it's one key access to ICE services in different regions. So you can click on this map and get access to the newest information from each region. Now, I think I'll skip discussing the development on the sea ice recently. I think other people have covered that. But however, I'd like to stress that even if the trend in the north is very strongly towards much less sea ice, like Peter has just showed us, then every year there are regional differences. And also in the Antarctic, we've been seeing increased sea ice, which also causes challenges for navigation. And in the last week's meeting, they released a kind of a statement to the press, and saying that accurate, timely analysis and forecasts of ice conditions are essential for safe and efficient navigation in polar waters. The members of the International Ice Charting Working Group are committed to improving their collective capabilities by sharing their information and expertise in the interest of marine safety. So basically, people are worried about increased shipping in the region, and that people are maybe underestimating the threat that sea ice and iceberg still pose. And just last year, the International Ice Patrol counted more than 1,500 icebergs drifting into the Atlantic. And so obviously this is causing considerable threat, both to ships and also to different platforms. And just to put this in historical perspective, this was the 6th most severe iceberg season for over a century. Thank you.